The living room is dark, clothes are scattered everywhere, and a laptop is open. It's easy to see Chrissy at the coffee table. Frustrated, she sits on the couch with red eyes. She cries and reaches for her phone, firmly staring at it in disbelief as she looked through a number of photos showing Jim's liaison with another woman. Chrissy is laughing and embracing. Anguish and fury are expressed on the face. Jim strolls through the front door. Unaware of the tension, he freezes at the sight of Chrissy's anxious expression. While doing the laundry, Jim tackles the problem. With her position over his face, Chrissy stands, uneasy, pulling up her phone to see him. In the photos, Jim becomes paler as he takes off after realizing what she means. It was obvious that someone touched his hair. With tears in her eyes, Chrissy throws back her head, unable to find the right words. As tears stream down her cheeks, she glances away, hoping Jim will intervene while she works through her emotions. Greater desperate look in his eyes as he makes an effort to defend himself. Chrissy crosses her arms to distance herself emotionally. Looking out the window, she feels heartbroken as Jim pulls back his regret, leaving a momentary mark on his face. Nods, understanding the gravity of his actions, and leaves the room quietly. Chrissy collapses into the couch, sobbing. The camera pans back to show the disoriented and fooled woman as the phone falls out of her hand and she looks apathetically at the clothes that are scattered. There was silence in the room as Chrissy tried to find serenity. Jim Jones and his longtime partner, Chrissy Lampkin, claimed to have hung up after the mayhem. She posted an enigmatic image to Instagram. On Friday, September 20, Chrissy Lampkin's narrative. Good luck finding someone who is comparable to me. We both know that we'll never get along. Send me a note. Still, all of you replaced by tomorrow. Though the message's inspiration is unknown, the two had a long and documented history together. They first became acquainted roughly 20 years before meeting in a Harlem lounge in 2004. Jim and Lemon, who appeared to sincerely care for one another, joined the Love cast and became involved in New York hip-hop. Jim Jones' recurrent concerns about marrying Chrissy were evident when she mentioned that later in the show, she made the ballin' rapper We Fly High because he had a good response when she started to go low. The couple hasn't exchanged vows yet. New York, December 13. At some point, this wire photo of Chrissy Lampkin L. and Jim Jones backstage at Deucepalooza on December 13, 2019, at Barclays Center, snapped by Johnny Nunes, needs to stop. By 2021, Jim Jones is informed by Chrissy Laming. On the third season of VH1's The Laming, despite spending 18 years together, they seem to be over the idea of getting married. Hip-hop was mixed with affection at a family reunion, when he first proposed the idea of them. She finally gets married unexpectedly. No, the woman replied. You want me to be this, cooking this, that, and the other with enthusiasm, but when you come home, you're mean. And you're cold and distant. During a furious exchange between them, Jones acknowledged his errors and his lack of commitment. Since I've always been a family man, all I can do is try to help and achieve financial success. I want you to know that despite everything, I'm not self-centered because I love you more than anything in this world. Been a long trip, but Chris believes it must come to a conclusion eventually. Mama Jones recently had a conversation with she said rather bluntly that we're on no words at all. There are none at all during an interview on the reality check program on the People TV series, indicating that she and Chrissy Lampkin are still visibly at odds over what to say. To talk about this statement revealed their ongoing animosity toward one another, emphasizing the gap that has defined their relationship. For it's important to keep in mind for the time being that Mama Jones was highlighted in a recent an episode of Love and Hip Hop New York, but her presence was of little assistance in the distance. Lampkin said she avoids her potential mother-in-law at all costs, saying, I'm not dating anyone. I drifted apart from her during the episode because we have the displeasure of his mother. Anxiety can arise from the complexities of family dynamics, especially regarding partnerships. Jim Jones is a prominent New York rapper, and Chrissy has been in an intermittent relationship. They were in love for over 16 years, a sustained long-term partnership. It will require more than 10 years to complete. She recently made her wedding public. Lemon expressed her satisfaction with their relationship by acknowledging that marrying the dip-it rapper is no longer her top priority. However, Mama Jones quickly refuted this, saying, as a mother, I have certain expectations, and that Chrissy's declaration of dissatisfaction with Jim and their connection was unjustified. She told TV viewers, saying that she thought Chris' behavior had been quite rude after becoming a member of their family, which I find unacceptable. Ignorance she displayed, which I will always love. Regardless of my son's choice, I will always treasure, while I am aware that at the moment, Jim and Chrissy are the ones he loves. Not have children together, which takes their relationship to a new level. Mechanisms. Jim has stated that he intends to be married despite Chrissy's current lack of interest in doing so. Mother Jones stated in her usual direct manner that while I wouldn't suggest that he deserves more than she does, I'm not in agreement with the idea of marriage despite spending a lot of time together. They haven't been ready, as Chrissy Lampin explained in a recent episode of A Love and Hip Hop New York. Following her and Jim's prolonged appearance on the most recent broadcast, she mentioned returning to the show, pointing out that the producers had gotten in touch with her after more than 7 years. She reminisced about her relationship and mentioned ours, saying they wanted her back and to go back to the center of the show. Is doing well. I thought marriage would be the next logical step, but that hasn't happened. Right now, we're all doing great. Since they began courting in 2004, Chrissy and Jim have had a rocky journey full of ups and downs, including multiple relationships. Challenges that Chrissy publicly discussed in 2016. At the time, she gave a reason for her decision to stay for a long engagement with her fiancé, stating, "Why would someone marry before they if we're really ready? I don't want to leave." After divorcing, some choose to relocate at their own pace, and the main reason I'm here is that I've decided to make relationships a major part of Vision. The 10th season of Hip Hop and Love with the Next is expected to debut in December 16th on VH1. The two of them prominently displayed a notable incident. Moving to Miami and Chrissy leaving the New York gym is a pivotal point. Many fans view this as a turning moment in their relationship, and out of fear for his safety, Jim took a chance and asked her to Chrissy, who is attempting to atone for it in Miami, for what many believe to be his earlier lack of commitment. Yet despite this impressive show of support that the two chose not to, people who follow are interested in the marriage. Their future together over the years of their love in fleeting glimpses has been presented, showcasing their love and the challenges they face. Chrissy has hinted at more serious problems without providing all the details, and despite the rumors and conjecture, it is clear that she truly loves Jim. On their commitment to her and their want to take part and be noticed. Under the spotlight, a dedication is shown. That is hard to ignore, but if she is considering moving on, a recent social media post suggests that she might be on the verge of breaking, stem from long-standing problems in their partnership that haven't been resolved. In a much too long interview from earlier this year, Chrissy acknowledged that she was pleased with their situation. Our relationship has stabilized my romantic life. Stated that there were no new problems because there wouldn't be any more expectations. Together, we've spent so much time that though it's comfortable and familiar and not the main reason I'm worried, there's a hint of resignation in her statement, as if she's accepted that their story of love might not end in marriage. Chrissy and Jim's partnership was anything but simple to comprehend. Their journey, consisting of both hidden challenges and obvious displays of passion, highlights the complexities of public affection display, regardless of the decisions they make moving forward. Chrissy insists on having priorities, her personal satisfaction and well-being as they traverse this challenging phase of their lives, which is still unclear. Whether Jim will meet her needs or whether their prolonged engagement will go on is just that, a protracted commitment without a wedding, as Chrissy concentrates on her health and personal growth. Fans have speculated extensively about this. Chrissy's enigmatic explanation for why the couple hasn't ventured into the depths of marriage, ranging from interpersonal never ever come across someone exactly like me. In any case, best of luck in your pursuits. A large number of admirers read this communication, whose sender is me. I'll replace you by tomorrow. As it relates to Jim, it is still uncertain, hinting that their relationship would face a clash and that Chrissy might be prepared to commit to a long-term involvement is basically the core of their commitment to one another in spite of everything, which can be the basis of their bond. If it conforms with social norms as they continue to overcome the challenges that arise and acquire new skills. What does it mean to prioritize happiness on a personal and a couple level in a world when everyone is expecting that the true test of their love will be found in their ability to grow, adapt, and support one another? As time passes, The public is captivated by their story and eager to receive updates and perspectives about their relationship, and the attraction of their journey emphasizes the universal themes of devotion, love, and personal growth that many people may identify with, such as Christy and Jim's continued travel down the same road. Serve as a reminder that partnerships are about more than just achieving your goals. They are also about the experiences and transformations you have along the way. Although they are both excited about this new stage, we wish them clarity, understanding, and happiness in the future, no matter what shape they decide to walk down the aisle or remain in. In light of their current circumstances, the focus should pay attention exclusively to what brings happiness to others. Fulfillment on a love journey that is rarely straight, and sometimes the most important thing is to merely remain true to yourself while overcoming the challenges in a partnership. For those, it serves as a cautionary tale after their adventure that love isn't always, even after years of practice, it's simple. Together, we shared some similar experiences. The main thing is that couples rarely get married, which is fine. Discovers peace and contentment together or apart as Chrissy and Jim oversees this new part of the world. Observes intently, seeking satisfaction and understanding for all parties, regardless of the path they ultimately choose. As the days pass, the dynamics of their relationships continue to shift, emphasizing the highs and lows that accompany every compassionate contact. There's an additional layer to co-writing a story when it's done in public. However, there is some disagreement with Mama. Jones constantly reminds us that family plays a significant role in fostering interpersonal relationships, and the challenges of navigating such waters may occasionally prove to be too much for Jim and Chrissy, who have both experienced personal growth. They eventually realized the difficulties they had faced and the progress they had made. All in all, there have been numerous lessons learned, not just about romantic relationships, but also about communication, comprehension, and respect for one another as they reflect on their time together. In addition, they might be reflecting on their true goals for the future, both individually and jointly. Discussions about marriage sometimes serve as a window into broader social standards. And it's clear that Jim and Chrissy are handling these expectations in a unique way. However, the demands from industry and family supporters can create a tense environment, making it difficult to determine what is really best for them if their continuous involvement serves as proof of the complexity of modern circumstances, where customary milestones don't always line up. Personal readiness or preference.